So, what's going on here? Well, I'm standing in the middle of a thunderstorm with pouring down rain. Just loaded up the newest car that I'm very excited about. 1964 Buick Riviera. Pretty decent old car. So I got a real nice trailer that I was able to borrow through generosity of friends. Hopefully don't get killed by lightning or anything like that. And of course, yeah, you know, well, whatever. But yeah, so I'm headed on my way home now. It's a couple-hour drive through the pouring rain. Wish me luck. See you later. Hey everyone. I made it back. I made it back safely. Didn't have any issues hauling the car. It all went very well, so very thankful for that. So now we can do a quick walk around and an inspection of the car, and just going over some of the details here and there. So again, this is the 1964 Buick Riviera. The hood is popped open a little bit. I did that, so I'll be opening the hood in a couple of minutes. I'm gonna do just a quick walk around. So this car is originally from Oklahoma. So the gentleman that I purchased the car from, his friend had picked it up out of Oklahoma, and he purchased it from his friend. This was in 1999, and he drove it for a little bit that summer and then put the car into storage, where it has been until I believe January or so of this year, 2021. So now, when the guy bought the car, he said it was rust free and really nice condition. Now it has been repainted, and he parked it in his friend's barn, or I guess some sort of a storage building. His friend was a car collector, and he had 100 cars or so. And the gentleman that I bought this car from, he's 78 years old, and he had heard that his friend that was storing the car was having a big auction. So he went to go check on things, and his car was no longer in the garage where he had left it since 1999. His friend evidently had moved it, and moved it somewhere where it was no longer nice dry storage, and a lot of water had gotten into the trunk and then into the interior, and the bottom of the passenger quarter panel rusted out. and the weather stripping channel rusted out. And there's also I don't know if you can see that, there's some pinholes here and there in the trunk, and the rear seat driver's side floor pan will need to be replaced. I think the passenger side floor pan is going to need to be replaced. A couple little spots here and there. So it ended up being improperly stored for 25 years or whatever it was, and well, not quite 25 years, but when his friend finally tracked down the car, he was sick to his stomach. He was like, what in the world happened? So he was very disappointed. You can see the whole interior has had a lot of moisture in here. The headliner is all full of mildew, and the seams are coming apart. All the trim, the chrome trim on the inside, is now all rusted. I'm going to have to replace all of that. That trim will not clean up. There's maybe one piece here that will clean up halfway decent, but the rest of the chrome trim is all bad. On the positive note, the seats are in very nice condition. Those will clean up nice. So of course, bucket seats, center console, automatic on the floor. It's a very nicely optioned car. You can see right there, if you know what that is the Ultronic Eye, which is the automatic headlight dimmer. Has cruise control. Has a speed warning sensor, I guess you call it. It'll buzz if you go above that speed that you have set. Factory air conditioning, tilt steering wheel. Power driver's seat, which is quite rare and desirable. Power windows. Power vent windows, which is very cool. So I'm going to spend a lot of time working on this interior. It's going to need a major cleanup. Now, if you notice, these doors have two door handles, one on each end of the armrest. So this is for the driver to get in and out, and this is for actually your back seat passenger. If he wants to open the door, he can open it. He has his own separate door handle, so that's pretty cool. Now this shows 7,078 miles. So I'm sure that is 107,000. So I've done a little peeking around underneath the carpet. Of course, that's all going to have to be replaced at the power trunk release. And the glove box liner has disappeared. I think you're going to be surprised how well most of this is going to clean up. There's obviously, you know, this is going to have to be re-chromed or replaced. That's not going to clean up well, and all the windshield trim needs to be replaced, but a lot of it will clean up quite nice. Of course, the Oklahoma sun really got to the dash pad. That will need to be replaced or capped. New headliner, new carpet. I'll put in the new floor pans. And there's stickers still, oil change stickers still on the door from 43,000 miles. Unfortunately, I don't see a date on it. Where is it? There we go. Ah. Actually, it was in California too at one time. Very interesting. I did not know that. So I don't know if it was new in California and then to Oklahoma. The underside of the doors are all good. This is the driver's side now. This side, the quarter panel's all real nice. The frame is all real good. It's got these cool wheels, but is missing the center caps. I have to see if I can find those. The rocker panels are all excellent. The inner and outer rockers are all very nice. Doors open and shut very well. I have noticed these fenders, the front fenders, I believe both of them have been possibly replaced. They have blue paint as the original color. So the glass has no cracks or chips. A little bit of wiper scuff there. And a little bit of delamination in the corner. So I've got these very cool parking lights. Giant lights in there. Bumpers are quite decent. See, this side I'm going to have to replace this. This whole chrome housing is damaged and the lens inside is cracked. We'll have to get a new one of those. I believe 63 is also the same. So I'll pop the hood. See, it is missing the hood ornament as well. Okay, and here is the best part. That chrome air cleaner is a dead giveaway if you know anything about these. If you look close, it's got finned aluminum valve covers. So there's something sneaky underneath the hood here. The dual snorkel chrome air cleaner. 1964 Buick. So this is a 425 cubic inch engine. Oh yeah. two 4-barrel carburetors, the dual quad setup, and the aluminum fin Buick valve covers. So this is a super cool car. I believe it's 365 horsepower, and they made a little over 2,000 of these equipped with this engine. So this is pretty cool. This is going to be a lot of fun. Now it does run. If you pour gas in the carburetor, it will fire up. I'm gonna take the gas tank down, take a look inside there, see if that needs to be cleaned out. It is not currently hooked up. But once I get the fuel situation corrected, making sure I'm not sucking a bunch of rust through the lines, make sure the fuel pump works, and right now there is no brakes. Now the master cylinder here does have fluid in it. I think somebody probably put the fluid in it recently, but the pedal does nothing. There are no brakes, so I have to get the brakes working and the gas tank cleaned out, and then I am going to drive this car. I'm going to drive it and try to get the bugs worked out of it. Try to get everything working once again. I have not tried all the windows or any of the other power options. I haven't tried anything. All we did was just start it. So I'm sure it's going to need a lot of things disassembled and cleaned. Now, it does have the original radio, which isn't the cleanest looking thing, but it is the original radio, AM only. And I'm glad to see the dash has not been cut, so I can put the original radio back in, and I don't have to track down a new dash section. Now here I found these bits in the trunk, and I believe this is a common issue with these Rivieras. These are actually the horn buttons. They go in here, one on each side, and there's the other one. But if you can see, that is, if I can get to focus here, yeah, that's broken off. So there is some kind of a horn piece that goes here that is broken. This is the center of the steering wheel, and there would be a Riviera emblem in the center also. But I have a parts catalog on its way already. I'll have to do some investigating to see what all is available for these. Got the cigarette lighter for the rear passengers, and they have their own ashtray back here. So there's Riviera emblem. I don't know if these were on the door panel, maybe. whatever. There's a lot of work to do, but this is a super cool car. This is widely acknowledged as, you know, one of the nicest looking GM cars of the era. It's kind of what they called it, the banker's hot rod. Kind of the luxury Corvette. You know, it's not a Corvette, obviously, but it's, you know, it was a performance car for, you know, the businessman who wanted, you know, the high horsepower, but still the luxury of a Buick with all the special features. So I'm excited to get this running. One of a number of projects to get to, but I would like this to be running and driving this year. So I have a jukebox that's in the works right now. So I have that obligation to take care of. But this is on the summer schedule. I'll get new tires, new exhaust, and start cruising. So, I hope you enjoyed this look at the 1964 Buick Riviera. It's going to be a fun one. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe also. I have all sorts of crazy projects and adventures that I do. So follow along if you like. Appreciate you watching. Take care.